this is something I've seen on a lot of assessments where not necessarily what you're supposed to do is misunderstood, but how you write an answer is misunderstood. When I use the word evaluate, what am I asking for? Just in general, I might ask you to evaluate a derivative, evaluate an integral, evaluate a definite integral, which means that we're finding an area. But just in general, the word evaluate means that we're finding what? I'm looking for an answer, right? Specifically, I'm looking for an exact answer. All right, so, well, flip that around. If I use the word approximate, then we're looking for an approximate answer. So at the most basic level, when we're identifying answers, and I ask you to evaluate something, you should be using an equal sign. If we're identifying answers and I ask you to approximate something, you should be using the squiggles, right? The approximately equal to symbol. So most of the time when I ask you to approximate something, it's a definite integral. We spent kind of a lot of time talking about LRAM, RRAM, MRAM, TAM. Those are approximation methods. The AM at the end of each of those stands for approximation method. So if I ask you to approximate some integral, so approximate the integral from 0 to 1 of x squared with respect to x, using an approximation method, when we identify our answer, we would say that the integral is approximately equal to whatever we get for our answer. Okay? Be careful. I've been saying this a lot. Make sure that you're identifying all of your answers, but not only all of your answers, but also all of your work. I'm still seeing some people, fewer people, which is nice, but I'd like it to be 0 people that are not identifying their work, just writing things down without saying what they mean. All right, if I'm asking you to evaluate an integral, then write down the integral equals and then show your work. If I ask you to approximate an integral, you're going to say the integral equals and then show your work. All right, but when you're identifying your work, when I say evaluate, it should always be an equal sign. If I say approximate, it should be an approximately equal to sign. Last week on an assessment, we used linearization to approximate the value of a square root. And I had some people saying that the square root of 101 was equal to 10.05. Well, that's not true, is it? Okay, that was the correct answer, 10.05, but since we're using a tangent line to approximate it, we should have approximately equal to in there. All right, so again, make sure you identify all your work, all your answers, and all your work, and use the appropriate equality or approximately equal to.